It's May 21, 2025. The court is now in session for the 8th day of Sean Combs' trial. Special Agent Gerard Gannon from Homeland Security is back on the witness stand. He continued testifying about a raid at Combs' Miami home last year, where several suspicious items were found. Gannon described finding red high-heeled shoes and a Balenciaga boot with multiple cell phones hidden inside. In one of the master closets, they discovered a Gucci bag containing a white powder that tested positive for cocaine and ketamine. The same bag also held smaller packets of colorful pills, including some with a Tesla logo, which tested positive for MDMA and Xanax. Additional drugs seized from the home included methamphetamine and psychedelic mushroom compounds. Gannon also reported finding rolled-up $100 bills containing traces of cocaine and ketamine. Some of the MDMA pills were stamped with brand names like Tesla and Supreme. Earlier in the week, Combs' former personal assistant testified that the artist once took an ecstasy pill shaped like the face of President Barack Obama. Gannon added that a crystal-like rock substance and mushroom-based pills were found in a wooden box labeled Puffy. In the master bathroom, a plastic bag contained pills that tested positive for hallucinogenic mushroom ingredients. In another closet, authorities found a large bin holding 25 bottles of baby oil, 31 bottles of Astroglide lubricant, and a rubber duck. Photos of the items were shown to the jury. On Wednesday, Combs' sons, Justin and Christian King Combs, were seen in court, the first time they attended this week. They had been present on multiple days the previous week. The prosecution then moved on to its next witness, Dr. Dawn Hughes, a forensic psychologist based in New York. She is known for her work in high-profile trials, including those of singer R. Kelly and actors Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. On the stand, Dr. Hughes explained how victims of abuse often stay in harmful relationships due to fear, financial dependence, trauma, and even love. She told the court that these relationships can form an intense psychological bond. She is being paid $600 per hour and $6,000 per day to testify. Throughout her testimony, the defense raised several objections, often interrupting her detailed explanations. Hughes said that victims of abuse often cope by using drugs to escape fear and painful memory. She emphasized that trauma can cause fragmented or delayed recall of events, meaning that a full picture often emerges only over time. She noted that victims may hesitate to come forward, especially if the alleged abuser is wealthy or powerful. If you're going up against someone with access, wealth, and privilege, she told the jury, you may feel no one will protect you. During cross-examination, Combs' lawyer challenged Hughes' credibility by pointing out she hasn't published scholarly work recently and makes most of her income from testifying in court. The defense also questioned her multiple meetings with the prosecution before testifying. Hughes responded that she is a clinical psychologist, not an academic researcher, and that court testimony is a regular part of her professional work. Later in the day, the court introduced its next witness, George Kaplan, a former assistant to Sean Combs. Kaplan was granted immunity, meaning he must answer truthfully, but cannot be prosecuted for what he says, unless he commits perjury. Kaplan testified that he worked for Combs from 2013 to 2015. He began as an assistant at Nickelodeon and followed his boss to Combs Enterprises. He quickly became a trusted employee, handling late-night studio sessions, and even preparing Combs' toiletries. His schedule was demanding, often working 80 to 100 hours per week. Kaplan described a high-pressure work environment. Combs regularly threatened to fire him and demanded precise tasks, such as arranging toiletries with all the labels facing forward. He said he was once scolded for bringing back 2 half-gallon water bottles instead of a single 1-gallon bottle, even though both were BPA-free. Kaplan testified that part of his job was carrying Combs' bags, which could include items like iPads, snacks, or drugs. The judge ended the court session before Kaplan's testimony concluded. He will return to the witness stand on Thursday. Rapper Kid Cudi, whose legal name is Scott Mescudi, is also expected to testify on Thursday.